Today, big night for the Indiana Fever. Seattle Storm coming to town, and the Indiana Fever taking care of business. We saw last night the reveal of the Caitlin Clark logo. The Indiana Fever capitalizing on that moment with CC Caitlin was here shirts draped over every seat in Gainsbridge Fieldhouse as the Indiana Fever beat the life out of the Seattle Storm.
What's good, Fever fans? If you thought you'd seen everything this season, think again. Last night in Indianapolis was absolutely electric, and I'm about to break down why this game might have just changed the trajectory of the entire Indiana Fever franchise. We're talking about a night that had everything: surprise merchandise drops, playoff implications, and some serious drama on the court. Trust me, you don't want to miss what went down at Gainsbridge Fieldhouse. Picture this. Thousands of fans walking into the arena, and every single person gets handed a brand new shirt featuring Caitlin Clark's signature Nike logo that nobody had seen before. Yeah, you heard that right. This wasn't just any regular game night. This was a full-blown celebration that the Fever organization had been planning for weeks.
People are losing their damn minds because you can see right here, the entire, Gamebridge is now a Caitlin Clark thing. There's now a whole Caitlin Clark thing outside of Gamebridge.
The energy was absolutely insane from the moment fans started arriving. Outside the arena, they had transformed the entire exterior with massive Caitlin Clark-themed decorations. Banners everywhere. Her new logo plastered on every surface. And the phrase "Caitlin was here" displayed prominently throughout the venue. The whole setup looked like something you'd see at a major product launch for a luxury brand. Not a regular season basketball game. But here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just about the merchandise. The Indiana Fever were sitting in a precarious position in the playoff race, and they absolutely needed this win against Seattle to keep their postseason dreams alive. The pressure was mounting, and with Caitlin Clark still working her way back from injury, every game had become crucial for their playoff hopes. Speaking of that injury situation, it's been a long road back for Clark. We haven't seen her suit up in a game since mid-July, right before the All-Star break. That's nearly 6 weeks of basketball without their star player. And the team has been fighting tooth and nail just to stay relevant in the playoff conversation. The timing of this special night couldn't have been more perfect or more necessary.
So this is Caitlin Clark pulling up today, and we got a ton of more photos of Caitlin. She's wearing a Nike crop top with some Nike. These look like some oversized pants, joggers almost in a sense, with her logos all on them. You want to know what this give me vibes of? This give me Gucci vibes, Chanel vibes, with a signature belt hook or belt, with a belt chain with her logo on it. And she got her logo on a gold chain. This is everybody rocking Caitlin Clark merch. This look like Gucci, bro. This look like a luxury brand. Everybody showed up sporting Caitlin Clark.
Let me tell you about this Nike collaboration because it's something special. When I first saw the designs, my jaw dropped. This isn't your typical sports merchandise that looks cheap and feels even cheaper. We're talking about pieces that could easily fit into a high-end fashion boutique. The logo itself has this sophisticated, luxury brand aesthetic that reminds you of designer labels like Chanel or Gucci. Nike clearly spent serious time and resources developing this line, and it shows in every detail. What's particularly brilliant about the design is how subtle Nike kept their own branding. The swoosh is there, but it's small and understated. It's almost like they're positioning Caitlin Clark as her own standalone brand rather than just another athlete endorsement. That's a level of respect and investment that we rarely see, especially for a rookie player in the WNBA. The fans absolutely ate it up too. Social media was exploding with photos of people showing off their new gear, and some are already finding creative ways to style the shirts. One fan tucked hers in and created this whole new look that went viral within hours. That's the kind of organic buzz that marketing teams dream about but can rarely manufacture.
Let's talk about the Fever actually blowing a team off the map tonight. I swear to God, Stephanie White is the best coach in the league, as long as she really doesn't have to do any coaching. If the players come out and they're playing as a unit and they blow the other team out, we're good.
But let's get back to basketball because this game had some serious drama beyond the merchandise festivities. Early in the contest, there was a scary moment when Lexi Hull collided headfirst with Seattle's Gabby Williams under the basket. Both players went down hard, but Hull got the worst of it with a massive knot forming on her forehead that was visible from the upper deck. The collision was completely accidental. Just two players going hard for a rebound, but the impact was brutal. Hull had to leave the game temporarily to get checked by medical staff. And when she came back, you could see this huge swelling on the side of her head. It looked painful as hell, but true to her character, she gutted it out and played nearly 23 minutes despite the injury. This is exactly the kind of toughness that defines Lexi Hull as a player. She's not the most talented or athletic person on the court, but her motor never stops running. She'll dive for every loose ball, fight for every rebound, and make the hustle plays that don't show up in the box score but absolutely change games. With the Fever already thin at the guard position and relying on multiple hardship contracts, her willingness to play through that injury was massive for the team's chances.
Game started out with a little bit of a scare as Lexi Hull and Gabby Williams have a head-on collision, going for the loose ball. Lexi Hull looking down, Gabby Williams poking her hand in there. Boom! Head to head. Both of them would leave the game. Both of them would return. Lexi Hull came back and she played a hell of a defensive game. Lexi Hull, she played a pretty good game.
The collision itself was a perfect example of Hull's playing style. She was going full speed trying to create an extra possession for her team when she crashed into Williams. Even after taking a shot to the head that would have most people seeing stars, she came back out and continued to impact the game on both ends of the floor. What made the night even more special was how everything came together. The surprise merchandise drop, the playoff implications, the gutsy performance from Hull despite her injury. It all created this perfect storm of excitement and meaning that you rarely see in professional sports. The Fever organization had been taking some heat for not properly celebrating their rookie sensation, but they more than made up for it with this elaborate surprise. The win itself was crucial for Indiana's playoff positioning. Every game matters at this point in the season, and with Clark still working her way back to full health, they needed contributions from everyone on the roster. Hull's performance despite her injury, the energy from the crowd wearing their new gear, and the overall atmosphere in the building all contributed to what became a statement victory.
On Caitlin Clark night, only fitting that Odyssey Sims, what are we, putting up a door? Odyssey Sims hitting a logo 3. Oh boy. Up, pick up. Let me just pull up from deep. Bang. Bang shot. Bang shot as the Indiana Fever go up 30 points. Largest lead from the Indiana Fever tonight was 32 points.
Looking ahead, this night might be remembered as a turning point for the franchise, not just because of the win, but because of how they showed they understand the cultural moment they're part of. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon that transcends the sport. The Fever finally embraced that reality and created an experience worthy of the attention she's brought to their organization. The merchandise launch also signals something bigger happening in women's sports marketing. Nike's investment in creating a luxury-level product line for a WNBA player is unprecedented. They're betting that Clark's appeal extends far beyond traditional basketball fans. And based on the reaction from last night, that bet looks pretty smart. This is just the beginning, folks. If the sneaker designs match the quality of what we saw with the apparel, we could be looking at a game-changing partnership that elevates how women's sports figures are marketed and celebrated. The Indiana Fever proved they understand the assignment, and now it's time to see if they can keep this momentum rolling through the playoffs and beyond.